I teach a course here at the university called Life Design. It's really an experiment, and what it does is it takes students and says, this is your 2 million minutes from the time you've entered the university to the time you're going to leave, your 4-year window, if you will, and what are you going to do with that?
I think that every young person going to college ultimately wants to find what they're passionate about.
I just really want them to expose me to new things.
To connect to people and have different experiences that we might otherwise not have had.
My theory is that students, when they come here, they understand that that college gives you a lot better outcome in the real world than if you don't go to college. But when they get here and they try and guess what's on the other side in a really difficult marketplace right now, and debt's piling up all around them, they begin to ask a real essential question about really, why am I here?
Failure is a necessary part of the path to get to wherever you're going to end up. And as long as you learn something from everything, that's what's going to ultimately make you successful and happier in life.
Don't fear the aspect of failure, and just try it. And if it doesn't work out, try the next thing, because there's just so many things that are pulling us in terms of attention these days. So it's just kind of checking things off. And
sampling.
Then, yeah, and then realizing that one of those things is bound to make you feel like you're working on it for 10 hours and it feels like, 1 hour passed by. So it's kind of not answering the question, this is what I want to do. It's more of, oh, this is what I don't want to do.
College so far has helped me figure out what I don't want to do, more than anything than what I want to do, which I think is a lot better maybe in a sense, because it narrows it down a little bit better for me.
And for you guys, I would, when you go out into the workplace, would encourage you to really look for companies that match your own values, and not just in terms of what they say, but how they actually act and behave, and you'll be so much happier.
What I got from Tony is like figuring out what you want to do in life. You don't have to have like this set path. If you want to do something that you really love, you'll just kind of like fall into it, and everything else will just kind of come together. And I thought that was a really cool idea. And
the wonderful thing about Tony's book is that you take a guy who obviously has been very successful in business, and using that kind of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, he looks and profits and says, well, that's great, and you've got to keep the lights on, and we recognize that. But after you've kind of taken care of that, after you've made $1 billion in revenue, then what? 2 billion? And his answer is no, you really continue to work up into meaning and purpose.
We can create our lives to be anything we want to. And so there's really, the only thing holding us back is ourselves. And so when I feel that way, and when I feel connected to that, and when other people do too, I feel really happy.
I really just looked into myself, and I really have to believe that I can accomplish what I want to, and it's really just about hard work and perseverance.
I think about the opportunity of being here and where you are now. And your biggest opportunity is that you can look in the world and look for any problem, from a small problem to a big problem, and be that problem solver, and really choose your educational path based on, what do I need to know to solve this problem, as opposed to, what do I need to study to make my parents proud?
I don't look at it for a certain salary or for a certain thing at the end of my name. I really just want to work with kids, and to be able to just have that in my life would be really fulfilling to me.
I haven't figured it out yet, but I'll get there.
I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I still have absolutely no idea. And if I ever like set it in stone and said, all right, this is the one thing that I'm going to do or that I'm going to be, I would be missing out on so many opportunities, because I really haven't stopped learning.
Teaching's a wonderful thing when you can pass that along, and so to me, I mean, with Tony, all I'm really doing is just being a middleman, connecting my students with what I think are some very interesting paradigms, some new ideas.